to create two different SVGs in Adobe Illustrator so that you can make a multicolor, multi-layer keychain or backpack charm, whatever. When I open Adobe Illustrator, I always want to choose New File, and then I choose Letter. Feel free also to pause this video as needed so that you can stay kind of on track with the video. You want to use the text tool right here to click on your workspace. You are going to change the word. I'm pretty zoomed in, but if you were zoomed out, that could look pretty small. I just zoom in by taking two fingers and kind of separating them on the trackpad. In order to change the size and the font, you want to double click on your word. I'm going to go 20. 20 is about right. Let's see, there's lots of different text. Just know you're going to have a background behind this text. So let's see, I will do this one. From here, you have your text box, you have your word, you chose your font, you chose your size. You're going to go up to this top left selection tool. Now from switching to that, since I had my word selected, it's now just kind of outlined with these thin blue lines. There's also a thin blue line lined up under it. The last step you have to do before we can use this text in TinkerCAD is to go to the Type menu and choose Select Outlines. If I don't have this selected, I cannot do Create Outlines. So you want to make sure you have that top left selection tool, select it, and then go to Create Outlines from the Type menu. So you kind of saw it change. There's now a really small blue line around my black text. You are done there. If you want to make sure that you did this properly, you could bring it up. You should just see the black words when you go over the gray background. You're going to go to the File menu, Export, and Export As. Make sure to pause as you are going. This is going to be my inner text, and I'm going to make it an SVG. I always choose desktop because I don't want to search for things. And I'm going to export it. Hit OK to the next step. So your inner text is done. From here, with it still selected, you're going to go to the Effect menu. Up at the top, the Effect menu, you're going to choose Path. And you're going to choose Offset Path. So like that looks pretty weird because of my font. I'm going to make it like 4. Let's see if that smooths that out. Oh, it's still kind of strange. So honestly, it might be my text. But let's just go to Effect, Path, Offset Path. Let's see if I can just do like 2. All right, that works. So I have this now. So I can see it's kind of like the background of this. Think of this as where your other letters will print. But from here, you want to go to File, Export, Export As. And I'm going to do the same thing. I might call this like Outer Words, and then SVG Desktop, and you're going to export. Hopefully you have stayed up with me to that by using pause, by taking breaks as you needed. We are now going to go into TinkerCAD, and from TinkerCAD, you want to find the Activities folder. If you can't find it, you always go to Classes on the left, choose our class. You will see the activity folders. It says Double Layer Keychain. You can do that. So from here, you're going to say Create New Design and 3D Design. Takes a second to load. Make sure you're pausing as needed. You want to change this to your name. My workspace looks crazy. There's like way too many small boxes on that grid. I'm going to change it from 1,000 by 1,000 to 100. Much better. All right, we're going to go to the Import and choose a file. Now we need to bring in both of those SVGs. So I have inner text. I'm going to bring that over. And you want to do the same thing and import your outer text. Just like that. If you don't move them, they should both go straight into the middle. There you go. I can see the size. You just need to mess with it. We want our outer layer to be 3 and our inner layer, this one right here. So there's like different boxes when you select a shape. These are the height or the length and the width. This one is the height. So I made my base 3. If I want this one to show up above it, I could do this one 5. I know they're already aligned because I brought them in like that. The only difference you might want to make is if I decided I don't like that right there. I know that my base was 3. I could bring something over, make it 3, kind of like make it smaller and just bring it right in there. I know it'll fill in that hole when I group this all together. The only other thing you have to do is create something where this will hang. So I think I'll do that. As long as those are all 3, like they'll all be the same height. You can always zoom in by using your 2 fingers. I'm actually going to bring that. Remember, you can move your shape with the view cube. I'm going to do it like that. Now I just need a hole. That's way too big. Let's make it smaller. I'm just really looking at that circle on the base. Let's do like that. You can use 2 fingers, zoom in and zoom out. This does not need to be that high. Last thing you want to do is drop it through. So you're looking for something that looks like a teardrop. Drop it through. I know I dropped it through because it should be going way below the work plane. Now I'm going to Command A to select everything. I'm going to use this group. And you have just made yourself a multicolored keychain or backpack clip or charm for a buddy, whatever you want it to be, gift for a family member, and I hope you were successful.